Welcome to Activation Nation, where we talk all things business, mindset, momentum, and what it really takes to build the life that you love. I'm your host, Mindy Trimble, and I am, as always, thrilled to be here. And especially today, I have joining me Skylar Fobbs. You all know the amazing Senior Director of Sales that we have here, Skylar. So Skylar, welcome.
Wow, amazing. That was a huge compliment.
No pressure.
But what I do want to just call out, speaking of amazing, it was the amazing person right across the way from me, your humble host, Mindy Trimble. It was just her birthday, just this past week. So please give Mindy a shout out. She is officially 21.
Yeah.
Absolutely love to see her continue to grow here at LifeVantage.
Can't wait for my daughter to hopefully not hear this and say, "Mom, when did you get younger than I am?" That's crazy.
Well, when you are taking LifeVantage activated products,
there you go.
The most amazing things can happen. Yeah. I just want to also put in there that we do not claim to cure or mitigate any diseases. And compliance is going to have a ball with this.
But we have some amazing products nonetheless, right?
We do.
Thanks, Skylar. Yes, I, celebrated a birthday another year down. So thanks for pointing that out. It's fun. Okay. We're not here just for that today, but we could talk for a while about it, but we're not here just to celebrate me and for my birthday. We actually have a great podcast and some great things to talk about today. We just came off of this last weekend an event.
Yes.
Activate Virtual. I hope, these virtual events are always like a little bit, I don't know, weird in the sense of, because we talk about events and I don't know, but I think Skylar, probably you feel the same way. But when I think about an event, it's getting together.
Yep.
The most amazing part is just that being able to be together again, being able to talk and hear from each other and learn and be excited and the energy and all that. And so sometimes the virtual events, I kind of feel like, oh, we're going back in time. I don't want to go back to that. But I'm also really grateful. And I hope we talked a lot about this, back a month ago or so as we've been leading up to the event, is watch parties, as we call them, or get-togethers. Yeah. I hope that a ton of you out there did just that and got together and were able to feel that energy a little bit in a little bit of a different way, right?
Absolutely. And I think that's why here at LifeVantage, the virtual events are done right. Yeah. It's because our amazing leaders are filled, our consultants. There's hundreds and hundreds of watch parties across the US that people could tap into, go experience it, have some good food, watch some good content, get some after the call training, the meeting after the meeting where the magic happens.
Planning, goal setting, all the doing the things.
Yeah.
Right?
And so that's why it's always really, really fun when we even do the virtuals, we're still together in that sense. So.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk a little bit, kind of dive into, because I don't know about you, but as I watched it, it was a lot to digest. Yeah. There was a lot of information that was thrown out there.
Absolutely.
Some that you maybe already knew and that you'd heard before. And so it was maybe a little bit of a review, and some new stuff. We announced the location of our Next Achievers retreat, which was super fun. How about that video? Video is really stellar. Cool. I want to go now. Can I go?
Absolutely. Come on, Mindy. Let's go.
We're sit on the beach.
Yeah, we're going to go chill. And we'll see you guys all in Cancun,
right.
6 months from now.
Yeah. We need to have a huge crowd there. We'll just kind of take over, right? Okay. But let's dive into even those things that were just a little bit of a review. How about the bonus volume incentive? That took off in June. It was a huge hit.
It was something. To be completely honest, I didn't anticipate it to catch on quite like it did.
Yeah.
I think it's been something that, to our core, we know the value that comes with the packs.
Yeah.
And especially with that business pack, with all of the value that you have of over $2,000 in value in just product alone, Plus you have the 2 event tickets. Plus you have the fact that people are going to be able to sample out all the products and everything like that. That who would have known that an additional 200 in volume would have really been the thing to move the needle to where we more than triple our sales for those business packs in that month alone. And what I see with that is not just, oh, that's product that's being moved and being sold, but those are lives that are being changed from the products and lives that are being changed from the commissions being earned, because that volume stacks quickly within an organization.
Well, and I think it just really too gets people started off on the right foot. It gets people started out really being able to get a feel for our amazing products and get to sample and get to try and get to really like start to integrate them into their lives. And that makes such a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
And then you throw the volume and the opportunity side in with it. And it's just like such a perfect marriage between the two. And yeah, like you said, it was such a fun thing for us here to be able to see the success and the excitement around that and kind of what happened at the end of the month from all of the work and the amazing things that were happening during that month. So
no, absolutely.
To be able to say that we're going to extend that through July we were excited here on our side. And I hope that it's just really kept everyone on fire and excited. Yeah.
Yeah. And shout out to all of those that qualified for that.
Yep.
I think we had a little over 90 qualifiers total. Shout out to my hardworking US peeps that might be listening. 86 qualifiers in the US alone.
Wow.
When you take into consideration who did the 2% and who did the 2,000 in enrollment volume, those numbers absolutely shattered what we had forecasted, which is exactly what we wanted.
Which is cool because now we're excited to be able to see you here in Utah and have you join us in August. And so it's really just, all coming together. And so that's exciting. So along with us extending the bonus incentive, we decided to go ahead and tie something else with it, similar to June, but that would lead into convention. We've thrown around a lot of different names. Today, I'm going to go ahead and call it the Cash for Convention. You might hear it. Or sometimes I say the 2000, 1000. So
2000, 1000.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I love, from the sales perspective, we personally like to call it Carl Cash.
I see. I'm telling you, you're going to hear a few different names. Yeah,
give a little nod to our Chief Financial Officer, Carl, for opening up that wallet. And really putting a hefty bonus out there for people to go run, get another 2,000 in new enrollment volume in the month of July, and looking at an additional $1,000 bonus.
That's a big deal.
You know what I really love about it though too is that this $1,000 bonus. It's one thing for us to put into your hyper wallet or whatever it might be, but once you attend our convention, you got to show up.
Have to be there.
You got to be present to get the prize. So once you come to Global Convention, you are getting that $1,000 in front of thousands and thousands of people that want to aspire to do something just like what you were able to do in the month of July.
Absolutely.
So not only the bonus, but you also get the recognition. And we're really excited for what that's going to bring, because that's going to make all the difference in the month of July, in summer months where they could be tough, where people are distracted. But as we mentioned, how many people qualified last month for that 2,000 run? I think this has all the makings to be something even bigger in the month of July.
Well, and as we all know, we set ourselves up, right? And so all that work you've done in June, qualifying, getting those things, increasing your business, keep that momentum going.
Totally.
And use what you did in June to continue it on through July, which will also then set you up for August and on and on.
Yeah.
So let's keep the momentum going.
Yeah. How many business partners did you just bring in last month? How many are trying to figure out how they could get their ROI out of this entire, getting a business started, of them just getting started last month? Now they get an additional $1,000 bonus. That in itself is the ROI covered.
Yeah.
Not even considering all the commissions that are brought in with them doing the 2,000 enrollment volume this month. Like that, it's incredible, the opportunity that's at hand. And so I really hope everybody understands how massive this is and how exciting that is. Because like I said, Carl Cash. If you want more of that Carl Cash,
exactly.
We got to see the qualifiers really pop off this month.
Absolutely. And then we've got our VIP incentive going right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're just, I don't know if you guys are noticing, they're just stacking one on another. And
one after another.
You've heard me say this before, but the thing that I love about all of this is that the behaviors for all of it is the same.
Yeah.
The behaviors are the same: enrolling, retaining, advancing. And so it really just doing those basics just feeds into all of these incentives and promotions. So we've got that going. We've got people running for the executive destination right now.
Yeah.
Which is, so, I mean, who doesn't want to go to Turkey? That looks
incredible. Absolutely.
Like
incredible.
Absolute bucket list, once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. I mean, what a fantastic trip that would be.
Have we had any podcasts, and forgive me because you do a fantastic job on this. I can't think of one where we specifically dialed in on just like what these experiences are on these executive destinations.
Oh man, I don't think so. But how about, I think that maybe you're bringing up a good point that we should. I think that's what Skylar's doing right now.
It's a great time to do it. Because one of the things that I will say is I've had the privilege of being able to experience the executive destination.
You went to South Africa, right?
Yeah. Never have I ever even imagined going to a safari and having a lion walk right up underneath me and to be just entrenched in a whole another culture and environment. Like it was so incredible and life-changing from that perspective. Then, I had some personal things go on for Thailand and I wasn't able to make it to Thailand. And the next thing I know, everybody comes back and they're like, wow, that was even better than
Sky. You were having a little bit of FOMO,
South Africa,
right?
Yeah, and I'm like,
I don't blame you. I was too.
Better? Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think people are like, oh, a trip to Turkey and never really wanted to go to Turkey, never thought about it, and it wasn't on the bucket list or whatever. But I promise you, I had the same thought for our Ireland trip back in the day. I was like, sure, whatever, I'll go to Ireland. One of the coolest places that I've ever been was on that trip. And it was the experiences that you have and the people that you're with.
And that's what I was going to say is it's like being able to go somewhere like that is great on its own. Yeah. Amazing. A new experience, right? But when you're going with people that are very similar mindseted, that you have been able to maybe travel with before, or that you're excited to meet, maybe it's your first time going. It's like going with a big family and you get to experience this amazing, great place on its own with amazing people.
Totally.
And it just enhances everything. And then our events team does such a fantastic job planning different excursions, different experiences, different things to make sure that you go and see and make sure you get to taste and experience and all that. I mean, top-notch places to stay. Like you're just really being pampered.
Oh, it's unreal.
Next level, right? Like there's just not many people are able to travel like that on their own.
No, I totally agree. And if you haven't been on a LifeVantage trip, I dare you. I dare you to earn one, especially executive destination. That's the top of the notch that we offer. So you're absolutely going to be blown away with that. But like you said, our events team recognition, they do an absolutely incredible job with making sure that you're wined and dined, pampered the entire way.
Their whole goal is to make sure that you feel like this is the greatest trip you've ever been on. That's what they're going for.
Oh yeah. And it's actually ruined me to be completely honest, going on trips with my family and stuff. It's not the same. My wife is just like,
oh gosh, you really set the bar high.
Oh yeah. Wife. She's like, well, do you know where we're going? Who's picking us up?
Wait, this isn't planned for me?
Yeah. I'm like, well, LifeVantage just figures all of that out for me. So, no, but all jokes aside, honestly, something that everybody should be striving for, get to the executive, if you fall short, guess what? You're going to be really happy where your business is.
Yep.
And then it sets you up for next year as we do the next executive destination. So I always think that it should be a stretch goal at the very least for individuals to be running for. And you will not be disappointed with what that yields.
No
for
matter
your
what,
business.
it's going to bring success.
Yes.
Right. I love that. Okay. The highlight of the event of the Activate Virtual, and really the thing that I think from the back end we were the most excited about announcing was our Achievers Retreat location.
Yeah.
Cancun. I mean, so much fun.
Oh.
Sun, an amazing resort, all the things, like just such a great event. Again, being able to be around people, being able to feel the energy, all the things. And I love this. We kept it very similar, which is, I love that, keeping it simple, making sure that it is still following along with those same behaviors, all the things. Let's kind of dive into, what does it look like, Skylar? I'm someone that's just starting. Let's walk through some really actionable things that I need to do to be able to earn this trip. I want to go to Cancun.
Great. No, I love that.
How do I get there? What do I need to do?
So with Cancun, and I love that you mentioned that it's very similar to what we've done in the past. We work really, really hard on making sure that it's simple. And for those that are brand new, that it's easy for them to understand. Yeah. And for the people that have been here for a while, that we are staying as close to that as possible. And we've really found this stride with enroll, retain, advance. Yep. Enroll, which bringing in new volume. And this was actually one of the areas that it was a small little change in your favor.
Yeah, I was going to say good change.
Yes, yeah. In the consultant's favor, in the fact that they could enroll a consultant on 200 SV or more, or they could enroll a customer on 140 SV or more, which that was set at 200 before. Yeah. So we lowered that threshold a little bit more, but I really like the enrollment piece. We emphasize consultant enrollments with 3 points being earned through that. And the customer points is just 1 point. Yeah. I think that is a fair ratio. Go find somebody that's going to go build this business and be rewarded a little bit more for that, because they're going to go ahead and share this opportunity or the products with a few other people. Absolutely. But also making sure that you're being rewarded for the customer efforts as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And we love our customers as well. But the other piece is the retain. So building up that subscription volume. When I read the article that said that 70% of our monthly revenue comes from subscriptions, just jaw drop.
That's a high
number. That is huge. And I think that's a testament to our incredible products. Yep. And I think that that's something that you want to really emphasize, because that's your leverage income for your long term.
Yeah, long term.
And what you want out of this business, or what I would assume a lot of people would want, right? For retirement, or for gas prices, or for eggs, or, all the things
that we're all needing.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, valuing, building up increments of 500 SV, that you go ahead and build above your baseline. Each month that you do that, you're going to be getting 3 points for every increment of 500 that you do. And then you have the advance portion, and the advance is obviously rank advancing. Yeah.
And not just your own personal rank advances, but those within your team.
Yep. Personally enrolled to you.
Because as you're following up, you're doing all those actions each day that you do with reaching out, talking to new people, inviting, following up.
Yep.
And that feeds into your retain, but it also then you're helping your team advance, because you want them to have success. You want to be successful.
Yep. No. And so that's how we keep it simplified. With the advanced points, I mean, you could earn anywhere from your personal advancements of 20 points all the way to 90 points. And then you also have 10 points all the way to 55 points for those personally enrolled rank advancements.
And that just depends on the specific rank that they reach.
Correct. Okay. Correct. Yep. Yeah. And one of the things that I love with this, so it's 75 points in total for you to earn, but one of the really cool things, if you want to see this behavior driving all the way to the very end of the qualification period, well, we have limited seats of how many people could qualify for this. So just because you get 75 points doesn't mean that you're automatically on the trip. So making sure that your downline and the people that you're working with understand, hey, minimum you need 75 points. That just gets you an opportunity to be on the trip. Now you got to be in the top 65 point earners to actually earn the trip. So I think that's something. I want
to shoot above 75 points.
We're overachievers here at LifeVantage. So the fact that you're pushing until the very, very end to get every last point that you possibly can is something that you want to see be good behavior driven through a qualification period. So really excited with all of those details and what we have mapped out for that. I think that one of the cool things that we don't typically have that we have this time around is the first month of qualification is obviously this month of July.
Right.
We just got done talking about everything else that you still have driving you to go achieve. So you going and getting that 2,000 in new enrollment volume and earning $1,000, that all helps you towards
that's
Cancun.
Play into getting to Cancun, getting to Turkey, all the things.
All of them. And so I think those are all really, really good things where these things could be stacked on one another. So maybe for this month, your goal is to, hey, I'm going to go beef up my enrollments and I'm going to go take advantage of all the points that I could get on the table for those enrollments, which you're not capped at any enrollment points throughout the whole entire qualification.
Yeah.
Go take advantage of that. Go hit the $1,000 bonus and then see where your enrollment points land.
Yeah.
Go ahead and maintain those points the next month. That 2,000 in increased volume that you have. I mean, just off of that alone, that's 12 additional points that you get for retaining it the next month in August. So it's just all stacking on top of each other, the same behaviors. And I mean, there's a lot of people out there that 2,000 in new enrollment volume in the month, that's going to lead to rank advancements for them. If their downline's doing it, that's rank advancements for their downline. That again, in turn, if they're personally enrolled to you,
get
additional
them excited
points.
about a trip. Get them, to go on a trip and have your team members there with you, that makes it really exciting.
All the difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and a cool thing that we have, hopefully you all saw this. I'm sure you probably took screenshots and all the things, which is awesome. We had some examples that we showed. And if you didn't get screenshots of it, that is okay. Just so you know, you will be able to grab that deck and see those slides and use them as you're talking with your team, as you're mapping out your own goals to be able to be on that beach in Cancun. You'll have all of those on the Comms Hub. So make sure that you hop on there and get those, use them to be able to map out your goals and how you're going to make sure that you solidify your spot to be in Cancun.
Yep.
We ended the event with our amazing Jake Hines, and he is always fun to listen to, has such great energy. And he shared a really cool thing. We had our executive reunion in June, our first ever, something that we're going to continue to do. But we held our first one this last June, and our leaders that we had came up with some, what do I want to say? Goals, some DMOs. Thank you. Some DMOs. And Skylar's going to explain what that means because we're just throwing out DMOs here. But they came up with what they want everyone to be doing. And I loved it. I thought it was such a great collaboration. It was a moment where everyone came together and just said, what are the most important things? What are the things that we want to all be doing and we want all of our teams to be doing too?
Yeah. No, and I love that. Thank you so much. I mean, I think it's pretty clear what DMOs are. But the however you'd like to look at it, the daily method of operations, or I mean, some people use it as like a daily maximum output, daily minimum output. Honestly, all that matters is that you're going and you're putting this into practice. Something we're doing daily. Yes, exactly. The first piece that I really love, and this was I can't tell you, like, sorry, I just get really excited and stoked about the unity and the alignment that we're seeing from the top down. And I'm talking top down from our leaders here at LifeVantage coming together for our executive reunion. Anybody that has ever hit the rank of executive consultant 1 or, you know, even previously known as Pro 7, all coming together and giving their input on what are the best strategies to implement and to utilize into your business and what's having success. All of that knowledge of literally 90 leaders that have all built businesses that have done millions and millions and some of them billions of dollars of sales here at LifeVantage, giving this insight into what works with your business. Okay. So you guys ready for what that is?
Tell us. I'm on the edge of my seat.
All right. So the first piece is going to be the invite. We know that, right? Very, very well.
Absolutely.
You got to start with the invite. So inviting 2 or more a day.
I like that.
So that's where the minimum kind of comes in. The more, obviously, being the maximum.
We're having conversations, right? We're talking to people. We're telling how excited we are. All the things.
Yes.
But you're inviting.
The invite.
Inviting 2 or more, hopefully more, of course.
Yep.
A day.
Absolutely. And inviting intentionally.
Yeah.
What are you inviting to?
Yeah.
But invite. We got that. Step 1. Okay. Step 2 for the DMO. That's going to be the follow-ups, which you're doing 2 or more a day.
Yep.
The invite doesn't mean a whole lot without those follow-ups.
Absolutely.
So making sure that you have that touch point of the follow-ups.
Stay in contact. Make sure that you are listening, hearing what they need, following up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The art is in the follow-up.
Absolutely.
And then we have the third portion, which is presentations. Okay. And so that's going to be doing 15 or more presentations. So what I will say, this is, you know, if we're talking daily, if you're doing 15 presentations a day, you're absolutely crushing it. Yeah. Typically with the presentations, at least like a minimum is going to be 15 presentations every single month. But I will say the ones that are having the most success and really hitting a lot of these ranks and goals and all of these bonuses, they're doing more than 15 in a month.
Absolutely.
So,
and you know, remember that looks really different. When we say presentations, that doesn't have to be a big, huge event. It doesn't have to be some big thing. It can be meeting someone at a coffee shop. It can be hopping on a Zoom call. It can be getting a few people in the room. It could be one person in the room. There are so many options to be able to do this. And so don't get bogged down with, oh my goodness, that feels so overwhelming. It doesn't have to be. Yeah.
And if you need to, you know, take baby steps towards it, but we're talking with what you want to strive to eventually achieve. And it's like with anything in life, you can't just start and be a pro and go all in. I know with like me looking to lose weight, what started with, well, let me do a little bit here, a little bit there, and eventually you chip away at it. Or starting to work out, you know, you can't go in there and bench press 225 right out the gate.
Oh, I don't know. Come on, Skylar.
Mindy for sure could. But it's all those things of just working towards it. So having some of those milestones of what you're working towards and wanting to strive and get closer to those goals, I think is going to be massive. But setting the stage within your business, 2 invites every single day, 2 follow-ups every single day, and then plus the 15 presentations taking place. If everybody's striving to achieve that within their business, you're going to be very, very happy with what your business looks like further down the road. You know, typically 60 to 90 days of that habit, that's where it really sticks.
And I mean, the best advice I think that anyone can give is just get started.
Yes.
Just get started.
Yes.
And I think that the thing that I love about this, that the DMOs that Jake talked about, is that it came from our leaders that have done this. They're successful. They've been through all the ups and downs and the hard things and found success. And they're the ones that said, this is what you need to do.
Yep. No. And it's coming from so much experience that I can't emphasize this enough, that if you want what they have, you're going to have to do what they had to do to get there. Yeah. And that's exactly what I love about LifeVantage, is that there's no sacred cows. Everything's out there on the table. We want everybody to win. There's more than enough to go around. So taking this advice, applying these few things to your business, I will say one thing is to make sure, map out what your plan looks like, kind of what Mindy was saying for Cancun, and striving to earn that. Cause a goal without a plan is just a wish. So enough wishing, let's go out there and crush these goals.
Absolutely. We want to see everyone in Cancun, and we want to see everyone in Cancun and Turkey, right?
Yes.
So
we'll go to Cancun first. Turkey's is about a month or two after. Yeah. So we'll get a good base as we're soaking up the sun.
Perfect.
And then,
Yeah, I like that. I like the way you're thinking, Skylar. All right. Well, thank you, Skylar, so much for breaking that down. I hope that this helped simplify after watching it this last weekend. I hope that this really just kind of helped simplify all of the information and gave you a clearer picture. And like I said, just get started. Set those goals.
Yes.
You have a clear picture now. Let's just hit the ground running. Have an amazing summer. Have an amazing quarter. And join each other on the beach.
Sounds good.
Sounds amazing.
Love you guys.
Bye, everyone. Hold on just 1 second before you leave. One last note. Activation Nation is taking a quick summer break while we gear up for an exciting new season with our new CEO, Terrence Moorhead. We'll be back in August with some fresh episodes, big updates, and plenty to talk about. Thanks so much for listening today, and I cannot wait to be back with you. See you all August 10th. Thanks for listening to today's episode of the Activation Nation podcast. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for future episodes and updates, and share with a friend or prospect that you think could benefit from today's conversation. Check the episode description for any links or disclaimers, and we'll see you next week for another episode. And now, the legal stuff. The sales earnings disclosed are potential gross earnings and do not account for expenses incurred in building a business. The average 12-month earnings of a typical U.S. consultant who earned in 2024 are $683. LifeVantage does not guarantee any income or rank success. A consultant's earnings will depend on individual diligence, work effort, and market conditions. Visit the LifeVantage Income Disclosure Statement for more information.